Hey YouTube, this is Double D from D2RC coming at you for the first time. I'm new to YouTube, so this will be my introduction video. I'm currently standing in my lab here at D2RC. Well, it's lab slash office. I've got my computers in here. My wife's in here too, so uh, you might see her on a video in the future. You never know. She's kind of camera shy. But right now, we're working on some trucks over here. I've got a buddy's Revo here that I'm working on. We've had some issues with its rear differential. So we're trying to get it back together, get it back on the road for him, and try to make it a little bit faster. Speed is the name of the game here at D2RC. I'm fairly new to the speed game myself, but I'm learning through my mistakes and watching others and learning from theirs. Even taking tips from some of these guys, such as MTC Tookie 25. So shout out to him. He's one of my good buddies in the RC club. He's actually helped me with my gearing recently and got me at 109 with my RC truck. Speaking of RC trucks, I've got my speed truck Titan, which is right behind me. We'll take a look at him real quick and go from there, I suppose. And there we go. That is Titan. That is a custom Rustler stretched chassis. I got the chassis offline from A Main Hobbies. It's Extreme Racing, if I'm not mistaken. That makes the chassis about 70 bucks or so. So it's a nice lightweight chassis. Works great. I mean, it adds enough length that I can put a slash body on it, which is what's on it right now, or even the original body, which is up here. Yep, that's a scalpel, people. I had that on that truck for a while. As you can see, tire blowouts blew out the back end. I had to cut the front to make it a little more aerodynamic. Little mess ups on the paint there, but you know what, it can't be perfect. It looks pretty going down the road at 100, but unfortunately this truck with that body only made 97. Still looked pretty, but oh well. Then we decided to revamp what we were doing, and voila, went to the J Concepts again. If I'm not mistaken, that's a J Concepts up there too. The J Concepts Desert buggy body, which pretty much you can look almost straight through that chassis. There is nothing in there to cause a whole lot of drag. That wing is from a VTA body. I had it off of a VTA Mustang that I used to run. So it fit, it looked good. It gave me a little bit of downforce in the rear end. That's all I needed. Yes, I custom paint all my cars. As you'll see, everything looks pretty much the same. They all have the same paint scheme. D2RC, there's my logo. And all the way up here, back to the puzzle pieces. All my cars and trucks carry the puzzle pieces. Well, they do now. A couple of them don't, because I never repainted new bodies for them. But those puzzle pieces are for autism awareness. I have an autistic child myself. I'm a very proud parent of my autistic son, who has his own little baby RC, an OC Mini T, which unfortunately is broken. It needs new shocks, a new ESC, and a new motor. Last time he had it out, he got a little crazy with it, got excited, and ran over a couple things he shouldn't have, and got it wet, so everything kind of fried. But when you're learning and you're young, that's the way it goes. But anyway, back to my trucks. Again, that's Titan. Let's pull the shell off of him here real quick. And you can see underneath there, I've got STRC parts on there. There's some Traxxas parts, RPM parts, hop ups, all hop up on the front end. The rear end is still all hopped up. This truck started off with me 7 years ago as a stock Rustler, and of those stock Rustler parts, the front body mounts and the rear shock tower is all that's left. Everything else has been replaced with improved parts. I am running a Castle system on a Mamba Monster 2, so you can guess, yes, that's the 2200 kV on an Integy transmission housing. And this weekend I had it out. We did 108 with her. Did a half spin, did a flip. I bent this axle here, which I was actually able to fix on the spot because I actually had one. I didn't think I had one, but I looked in my toolbox and lo and behold, there was one. So I replaced that already. And I also broke or bent this one here. Now you can see it's a little dirty from where it took tumbles off the road into the dirt. I got to clean it up still. I did replace this drive line right here because that bent that axle there too. And of course, what stopped my whole day? Bang, broken wires. My cheap old $10 Napa Auto Parts soldering iron wouldn't get hot enough for me, so I couldn't put it back together. This truck does run on a Fly Sky GT3C. Works pretty good. I get almost a quarter-mile of range out where we're at without any issues. So it's being charged right now, actually. Yep, it's done. So we'll go ahead and unplug that. It's a nice little radio. It's lightweight, and it runs not only Titan, but it runs Tumble, which is down here, my two-wheel drive Slash. And you can see the body changed. I changed my paint scheme up a little bit. D2RC is still there. I took that checkered stripe off. I didn't quite like it. My puzzle pieces for my boy are still there. And then a custom cut decal that says Tumble on it. Yes, it's all painted. Like I said, I paint my own. But that is pretty much that is a two-wheel drive Slash. It's got the low CG chassis on it. It's got a couple STRC parts on it, mostly hub carriers. I keep breaking them, snapping it. I run a Castle system on that. I think I run the 4900 kV motor or 4600 kV motor. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but it does some fast stuff. We call it Tumble because no matter what I do to it, I wreck it, I flip it, 9 times out of 10 she lands right back on her wheel. So Tumble it is. And we got my dozer, my Summit that my wife bought me 3 years ago for our anniversary. I love my wife to death. She's great. The only thing I've changed on it is I changed the wheels. I blew apart the old ones after a while, and then this last weekend I got a little wild and crazy with it, and I broke a drive line, main center drive line. You can see it's been in there a while, getting all wore up, so I wore on. But yeah, hey, 3 years old. That's a pretty good lifespan for that thing. But lo and behold, look what I got there. Brand new one. Had it in my spare part kit. So we'll be changing that later on this afternoon. Again, that is a pretty much box stock Summit. Other than the tires being changed, that is all I've ever changed on it. Everything else is stock parts. I think I've replaced all the drive lines in it now. that rear center blew up. And a couple bumper mounts. And one rear arm. It's all I've ever had to change on that truck, and it is good to go. I run into curbs at 45-degree angle at full speed. It takes every ounce of it. I ran into trees, mailboxes, basketball posts, and it still runs strong today. So and of course, 3 years old, I have replaced the motor. It kind of got wore out, but you know what? That Summit is my best truck. I tell you, that's Old Faithful right there. But like I said, this is my introductory video, and again, I'm Double D from D2RC. Looking forward to putting up some more videos for you guys later on down the road. Got plans to put a camera inside Titan for a first-person view, and we'll see how that goes. We'll be getting cameras in here that might be doing a little better than the one I'm using now. I'm just on a little old Samsung handheld picture-taking, small video-taking camera. Something cheap, but hey, it works. And like I said, I'm Double D. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Go out, burn up some pavement, grass, dirt, whatever you want to do. Do some high jumps and flips. As long as you're out having RC fun, you're always having a good time. Talk to you later.